Global trade is shifting, but for ASEAN, this is a moment of opportunity. Rising U.S. tariffs may pose challenges, but they also open the door for reform, from advancing technology and green trade to building new industries. Professor Shandre Mugan Thangavelu, head of the Jeffrey Cheah Institute on Southeast Asia, shares how ASEAN can turn disruption into opportunities for growth.
First one is still engage U.S. Because still the 20%, whatever, in Cambodia is around 37%. In Vietnam, it's slightly higher, around 30% trade, and then Thailand might be around 20% or so. They need to protect that trade itself. So in the short run, there still be negotiation to protect whatever trade they have. The second track will be to seek new markets, to substitute away from the US. That's a medium-term strategy. So when you look at the way the tariff line has been put out, the tariff line that they came out, the formula, we don't need to discuss the formula, no, it doesn't make sense, but they had an Annex 2 that has the exemption clause. So they have many products in the exemption clause itself. So fairly, member countries need to how to penetrate this exemption clause so that the tariff will not apply to this set of goods. So that is, again, short run to medium term strategy in how I'm going to engage US. The third one is still ASEAN as a trading bloc, ASEAN centrality, because that pins down the 80% of our trade. So I don't think so there'll be a serious delinking or decoupling away from China itself, because we already embedded ourselves in the ASEAN. So under that framework, under the legally binding framework, of 30% of the global trade, 30% of the global investment, 30% of the world population in that framework is going to consolidate further. So ASEAN has made quite a significant reform over the last 3 decades or 4 decades. Now is seriously the time to go deep dive into technologies, into green trade. So it's an ample opportunity for us to actually reform and create another set of frontier in ASEAN itself. So what Trump reciprocal tariff has given us is an ample opportunity to reform and create new industries, new kind of services, a new framework of thinking for the next stage of growth. A new kind of architecture will emerge faster and faster, I think.